IRPEF taxation in Italy. What is the IRPEF? Again, welcome back, Fausto Carnevale, ESENtaxa, international tax consultant. And in this video, this is a very practical video, we will see when you have to pay the IRPEF. The IRPEF is the tax on physical person. So in case you have a salary, you live in Italy, of course, for more than 6 months in a year, and in case you are under the Forfait Regime or Forfait Regime, you have to pay the IRPEF. Now there is the deadline. I'm recording this video the 14th of June. By the 30th of June, you have to send the declaration, the tax return, and you have to pay the taxes. Now, I'm not going through into the calculation of the IRPEF because I did already a video with the tax brackets, but I'm going to tell you how you have to pay the IRPEF and the mistake to avoid. So, first of all, you have to consider that how we pay taxes in Italy. So, if you are an employee, this is the easiest case. So, basically, your employer prepared the tax return. You don't have to do nothing and you are happy, unless you have revenues from abroad, of course, or bank accounts to declare abroad. In case that instead you have a VAT, so you issue invoices, not company, normal VAT, freelance, let's say, you have to declare all your revenues. If you have a forfait regime, of course, you don't have costs to deduct. If you have a normal unwanted regime, you deduct the costs. Now, pay attention. What the software of the accountant will give you is the amount of taxes to pay. So, in this case, you have to consider that you pay the taxes by the 30th of June. You have to. 1st of July, actually, because 30th of June is a weekend. Is a Sunday, yes. So, how do you pay taxes? When the accountant do the tax return, they give you a form called F24, Modello F24 in Italian. You go to the bank, the accountant put already the tax code, for instance, IRPEF, addizionale communal taxes, and all the taxes, INPS also, social contribution, and you pay the tax. What happened then? Then you have to pay the taxes, of course, by the July 1st. If you forgot, you can also pay the taxes by July 31, only with a 0.4% of interest. You can also pay the taxes in 6 months. How can we do it practically? Automatically, the government allow you to pay the taxes in 6 steps, each month until December. And here it is easy because you put every month an amount to pay. You have basically 6 F24 model to pay the taxes. Taxes and social contribution again if you are freelance. Now, the problem is if you send the declaration and you don't pay taxes, because first of all, they will send you a kindly reminder to pay the taxes. But if you forgot to pay taxes, that is the worst case scenario, because they can hand you up to 120% of interest. So, before sending the tax return with your accountant, be sure to also pay the taxes on time. Because even if you pay one F24 late, that can trigger a control, a check. So always remember, pay on time or otherwise don't pay the taxes. I mean, don't send the tax return if you're not sure that you cannot pay the taxes. Because once you send the tax return, it's like a VAT tax form. Once you send it, they assume that you are paying just the day after. And some accountants, they don't ask you, they send it. And then they call you and they say, not some account, it's very rare, but they say, Fausto, you have to pay 5,000 euro. I send you your tax return. How do you want to pay? In 1 month, in 5 steps? So, okay, I guess that you have the money to pay the taxes, but when you are a freelance, it's not sometimes always the case. Why? Because you basically sometimes you don't have money because you don't know in advance maybe the taxes to pay, so you didn't save money, which is worse. This is the worst thing. I know that For instance, most people live to paycheck to paycheck, and in this case you live invoice to invoice, so you invoice 10,000 euro, and then you spend all the money and you don't know the taxes to pay. So my first advice is, unless know the taxes to pay. And remember that in Italy we have also the prepayment, so basically in 2024, for instance, you have to pay the taxes of 2023 and also the prepayment of 2024. So you have to pay more taxes the first year. We also did a video about this, you can have a look. So be aware of the deadlines that I said and be aware on the payment. In case you want a tax simulation, we offer this service. You can contact us at info@esentaxa.com. We do the tax simulation with the correct deadlines, because it's not important the numbers, the deadlines. And moreover, if you live in Italy but you have asset abroad, if you have dividends from abroad, if you are in an estero vestizione, which is when you own a company abroad but you live in Italy, you shouldn't, because the government can reclassify the company as an Italian one. Please contact us, because we can do a tax strategy for you to be safe, unless for the tax point of view. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, share with your English-speaking friends living in Italy, enjoying the beautiful country. Actually, in July also we spent 2 weeks at the seaside doing some sports, staying with my family. But again, first thing, be aware of the tax. Until next time, Fausto Carnevale, enjoy your staying in Italy.